What's up, everybody? We are live. Welcome to Shattered Tabletop Gaming, and tonight we are bringing to you the amazing new show called What's on the Menu? The Gourmet Hunter Edition. Our wonderful crew and amazing cast of creatives are the crew of the Gourmet Hunter, a wonderful new ship in the Wildsea, traveling on the treetops. I don't want to give too much away, so I won't say too much about what's going on with them just yet. But we are going to go around the little digital table here, the virtual table, and let everybody say the name of their character, who they're playing tonight, and maybe a little something about themselves if they want to promote another Discord channel or another game they're in that they want you to come check out. So I'm just going to follow my StreamYard right around, and we're going to start with Flight Flustered.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm Cecilia. I'm playing Taria, a Gao Spitborn, who's our alchemist slash mixologist of the ship.
Awesome possum. The mixologist. I love that phrasing. So good. Next on our docket and amazing crew, we've got Irvi.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Yep,
There
I
you go.
realized that was. Yep, hi. I'm Irby Fitz. I will be playing Zale for you tonight, a honeyclad mothrin, the steep and a bumblebee, honeybee, cute little guy. Yeah, you can find me here every third Thursday, as well as over at the Rollers Joint. We are actually doing our first casting call right now for a game of Eat the Reich that's going to be open until the end of April. So definitely a fun little thing to check out. But that game is definitely not as wholesome as what we're about to do here. So,
Oh, no.
the end.
Who said
And
this will be
right, yeah. Who said? I put the link to the Rollers Joint Discord in our Twitch chat. So if you are here and you want to click on that and pop over real quick, please feel free to do that. If you are catching this on the YouTube in the after the post, the links will be provided in the Discord description or the YouTube description rather. Next on our amazing list, we've got a face that we've seen around here a few times, always brings the chaos, PR Scorpio.
Hey, yes, I am PR Scorpio or Miss Nina if you're nasty, and that's what all my friends know me by. So, yeah, you'll see me here on Shattered Tabletop or Mastery Annoyed or Nord words, all of them. And looking forward to future whatever chaos I can get myself logged into. And tonight on the Gourmet Hunter, I'm really excited to play a character. His name is Steaky Icky. He is a Rastafarian cactus chef for the sheep. And he has many arms, and he is big on friendship and smooth herbs in everything, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Yes, the herbage I find helps with friendship, and that's very important to me. So, brothers and sisters, I will leave this next to the soul of the super girl. Come up next.
She didn't warn us.
I did
She
warn
did.
you.
She did.
She did many times.
All right, hello, I am Erica, Soul Supergirl. I will be playing Nixie. She is a Mothran Shankling hunter. You can mostly find me on Mastery Annoyed. Occasionally I pop up. I've been popping up more here. I believe I have something coming up next month at some point with Dark Domain, and I still haven't done anything with Magical Mist, but I'm sure that'll change in the future. But as of right now, it's mostly just here and Mastery Annoyed.
Looks like it's me.
It
Hello,
is.
Yes.
I'm Ruby, also known as by Ruby Rose, but Ruby for short. You can find me mostly here, actually. I also played Adelaide from Hearthwood of School of Magic. Hopefully I remember the school right. Other than that, I've been popping up a little bit on Mastroid and hopefully in others as well. Today, I'll be playing Kyra Crescell. She is a Ketra Shankling Dredger. Ketra means that she's from the underground civilization, but Shankling means that she decided to move up to the surface and is now at the treetops. So that's going to be really fun to play. And then as Dredger, I will be basically our exotic food and spices treasure hunter.
Fantastic. Love it. I can't wait to get this crew underway and see how do food truck. But I love it. I'm here for it. I want to promote one last channel that we just recently did a one shot with, and that is the fine folks over at Lorefell. They have a very unique game that we got to try a one shot for on STG. It pretty much devolved into chaos very quickly. There was a lot of potato talk. So that's a thing. Also, we defeated the big bad by eating the item that they wanted. So you win some.
I
You
guess
lose some.
that's one way to do that.
It sure is. Well, thank you all for joining me, and thank you to our chat. If we don't have anything else going on, I don't think we do. We are going to jump into our game. So let me get a little bit of ambiance going here. All right, the Gourmet Hunter. A sizable ship made out of ghost oak and pretty standard bite as the chainsaw type blade that comes out of the front. It's pretty standard for the Wildsea, but your ship being made of ghost oak is I don't want to say an oddity or a rarity, but it's uncommon. It definitely draws attention wherever you go. The crew finds themselves all nestled away in your different quarters and areas on the ship, doing your own things. The rustling treetops kind of gently rock the ship as if you were on an actual ocean, except you are on top of trees. You are currently docked at the port of Saltfern Reach. It is a port village with many weathered docks, and it is named Saltfern by the vine-like ferns that are salt resistant, that kind of grow up around the docks and kind of give it like a little bit of flair and zest. So we're just going to kind of go around real quick, and you can tell me what your character is doing. I'll set that it is pretty much dawn. It's like daybreak. So you don't have any customers coming up to the ship yet or anything like that. And I mean, realistically, people probably don't even know you exist as of yet. So we're gonna go in reverse order this time. And I'm gonna Kyra, what are you doing at daybreak?
At daybreak, I feel like at daybreak she's not really on the ship. I think so for our audience to know, Kyra has a little hummingbird companion. Well, not a little. She can ride it, so technically it's the same size as her. It's been mutated through the Wildsea, and it's just actually a combination of a hummingbird and a bee. So we're calling it a honeybee.
I love that.
I like it.
Yeah. So I think of at dawnbreak, she's gonna be on Sunny, riding her, taking her to flowers for her to feed this morning.
Okay. So you're just kind of zipping around the port.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that. Nixie, what are you doing this fine morning?
Okay. I feel like Nixie is probably like just starting to move around and probably already like in the process of removing her latest conquest from her quarters. And it's just like dragging him by the foot, like out the door.
No breakfast, nothing. Right on. Awesome. That's perfect.
Just like casually, like this is probably just a common view, just like dragging him out the door and just like getting ready to like just shove him over the side. Like, okay, we're done. Goodbye.
Which, even in the Wildsea, praying mantis are still just giant praying mantis. Yeah, so
yeah, I forgot to mention that Nixie is a orchid praying mantis. So, like a humanoid orchid praying mantis. So it is a lot of fun. I'm very excited for this.
yeah. Now, before we continue on, Kyra, you are. You said you are a Ketra. So, what is it that you look like riding around on this hummingbird?
So Ketra, she originated from underground. That's where her species is from. But she grew up in the treetops. So she emulates the culture of the Shankling. So she wears more of like bird aesthetic clothing, like trying to emulate a different bird. I actually looked it up. What is this one called? Hold on. I just looked it up and then it went away.
I think you pulled up a secretary bird.
Yes, a secretary bird. She's her tentacle mantles, which she doesn't have hair. She's basically kind of like a living slime person, I would say. She has no bones, so she's you know how it is. You don't need bones.
Yeah, no bones. No bones dance.
Yeah.
Every day's a no bones day for Kyra.
Yes.
Oh my god! That took me a moment.
So she her tentacle mantles emulates a secretary bird. Mostly laying back for the most part, but whenever she's frazzled, they'll definitely come out.
Awesome. Next up, we've got Sticky Icky. What are you doing?
My full name is actually Stichthalarius of the Icterine. So they call me Sticky Icky. And I am an offshoot of many centuries of cacti. And I am a cactus person. And I do not know if you've seen the succulent that has many dreadlock green succulent locks. And the rest of me is many limbed cacti, which makes me very good in the kitchen. And this morning, I am up early, as always, with the sun, I say. And I am making the fresh herbal bread for the lunches and the trippy treats and the sleepy ride iced tea that comes later. Everything is herbally infused in this kitchen. And it is right off of the plant room where I grow all of the herbs and such that we use to infuse all our food. So people, even if they are tense when they arrive, they are very friendly and relaxed when they leave. And that is my goal in life. My ultimate goal is to find the herbs of everlasting life. That is my ultimate goal. But in the in-betweens, I am the chef here and loving it. So I am up preparing the food that we will have at lunch, like all good bakers do.
Fantastic. I love it. And Bazale, what are you up to?
Vale has been okay. That's more snake-like than bee-like. I've been is constantly in a state of steeping, not even steeping, just boiling water So we'll be constantly buzzing in and out of the kitchen with you, Sticky Icky. And we'll probably mindlessly on multiple occasions just leave the kettle boiling and forget that they had already set a kettle, and they'll come back later to restart the kettle. And they're just buzzing around the entire ship, probably frequently going down to their little observation platform with a nice little cuppa, and then they'll buzz around and they'll look out at anything happening there, and then kind of buzz around and look at everybody else. And it doesn't say anything to anyone ever, just will come and stand in the threshold of your room with a cup. If you see them, we'll offer you the cup in their hand.
Nice.
This is the way to go make a new drink with the kettle that's definitely not overflowing onto anything sticky.
Definitely not.
No.
And the kettle is definitely not sticky when you grab it anywhere, because it's definitely not covered in honey and pollen.
No, not at all.
That's great. That's so good. And last but certainly not least, Taria, what are you doing?
Taria is definitely not a morning mushroom. She is based off of an inky cap mushroom. So, especially in the mornings after, sleeping all night, there's some cleaning up to do just because there's inkiness. We're not going to question what the inkiness is.
It's just better that way.
Yeah, it's just better that way. We're just gonna ignore it. Probably not fully waking up until like things really get going on the ship, and the sound of everyone else getting up and being productive really wakes her up. So yeah, slowly but surely coming to consciousness.
The sound of like a body just dragging across the deck doesn't do much.
That is the alarm clock. That's when
you know it's time to start getting going, when you hear the body being dragged across the deck.
Oh, it must be 6 a.m.
It's safe to leave now.
Goodbye, friend. All right. There goes another. All right.
The question is, Nixie, do you yeet these bodies onto the dock side or onto the tree side? that's the true question.
I really hope it's the tree side.
It's just like a
Probably
pile of bodies.
Yeah, we
Probably just mostly like tosses them over the into the trees.
Okay. Awesome.
Just make less of a mess that way.
So as you go about your day and getting everything prepared for hopefully another successful day, you really haven't had too much luck yet. I think that that mainly comes from that there's been not a lot of promotion about your ship. I mean, this is the solarpunk future of the world, so it's not like there's TV or anything. So you can't have commercials and things like that. You could do billboards and things of that nature, but so far, the ship has kind of just started out. So it'll be up to you to promote yourselves and get the word out about what it is that you do, other than, dump bodies and pour sticky tea.
Drag bodies across the deck.
But this particular fateful morning, there comes a tapping on the deck of the ship where everybody would enter from. They come up the gangplank, and then there's like a rope, and you all hear like a knocking, like a top 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 top. And Nixie, since you're on the ship doing your thing, after turning around, kind of dusting off all 6 hands and whatnot, you turn around and you see that there's a panda bear-esque humanoid, big ol' chunk for cheeks, big
Oh my gosh.
chunky belly. It's probably about 4 feet tall. He's got a bright blue scarf that's like wrapped around. He's got a little monocle and just like a little walking cane.
He's adorable. Can I eat him?
Baby.
Can
No.
I eat? I must eat. Oh, my
Hello,
God.
good sir. Have you come to enjoy our restaurant?
Oh no. I couldn't get that to go up in there. He looks over and he says, "Are you the proprietor of this establishment?"
Probably not, but I work here.
Close enough. I am quite notable figure here in Saltfern Reach. I come by in the hopes that maybe you could do me a favor.
What is the favor?
Well, rumor around the water cooler is that you and your crew here have a wonderful, delectarious food truck.
We definitely do. We have some of the best food in the whole place here. And all of the Wildsea.
Perfect. That is exactly what I was hoping for. I am in the mood for something I've not yet had since I was a wee lad. I should like a bamboozle berry pie. But they are very, very rare and very hard to come across. I'm willing to pay you very handsomely for one.
Well, I can definitely go talk to our chef about that. He is always very much up for a challenge. So just come on in, have a seat, and I will go talk to our chef here.
Most kind of you. Thank you. He just kind of pandas over, like sits down in a chair. His feet are not even touching the deck. Just like...
All right. Nixie's gonna start heading into the kitchen and just start yelling out, "Sticky! Sticky, we got a customer!"
The door to the herbal room opens up, and Sticky comes walking out, and all this cloud of smoke just follows him from behind. And he's got his coffee in one of his hands and a relaxation bun in the other, and he's taken his first break of the morning because he's been up photosynthesizing all day, really. So he needs a break, and he says, "Yeah, man, what you need?"
It was the customer's asking for some kind of pie. It was like a bumbleberry pie or some kind of fancy pie. I can't actually think of the name.
A bumbleberry pie. Well,
Bamboozle.
Bamboozle.
Could that be a bamboozle pie that you're speaking
Yeah, that
of?
sounds right.
DM,
Yeah,
do we have any
sure.
bamboozle? Do we have any bamboozle or bamboo
That-
in the back?
That is a negative. Bamboozle berries are very difficult to get your hands on. They only grow in a moving grove that is called the Chuckle Patch.
Chuckle patch.
Rumor has it that bamboozle berries are alive and that they are pranksters.
Oh boy.
Is that
All right.
cannibalism?
All right. Yes.
If they're alive?
Yeah.
Well, my friend, perhaps I should come and speak to the customer. So
Oh.
should
It's
I?
the tiny panda bear out there.
Well, yeah, it's okay. And so I walk out into the gorgeous sunshine, and I say, my friend, how are you this morning?
Oh, I'm wonderful. How are you?
I am doing very well. Very, very well. I am quite relaxed. Quite actually. Ah, I understand you would like a bamboozleberry pie. Is that not right?
That is right, and I'm willing to pay quite handsomely for it.
Hiya. I understand, my friend. We do not at this moment have any bamboozleberry on our ship. It is amazing to me that we have let our stock go. It has been very popular. So we will have to go and perhaps make a special trip and get some bamboozleberry for you. May I perhaps offer something else for breakfast instead until we get the bamboozleberry and you could come back next week? Can I offer you perhaps some tripping treats or some yes to eating scrambled eggs? Perhaps. Those are out of this world. Can I offer you some of those for the morning right now?
They do sound quite delicious. I think I shall have those.
Good thinking, man. We will put some herbal baked bread in there for you as well. No extra charge. All right. Very good. And so I hustle back into the kitchen, and you start hearing the clanking and the moving around, like there's 6 people in there and there's just me. Just me. So yeah.
And Kyra, you come zipping in at this point after that exchange. Everybody can basically hear the honeybird. Sounds like a giant helicopter almost.
I'm in the scene. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I see we have a customer.
Yes. I am making some yes to eating scrambled eggs.
Oh, those are a very good choice.
Yes.
Are we out of the berry thing?
Yes.
He was
yes.
willing to pay a lot of money, he said.
Yes. He is wanting some bamboozleberry pie or some bamboozleberry soup or something with a bamboozleberry
Yes.
pie. And we do not have any more bamboozleberry. We will have to get some. My understanding is they are in the Chuckle Patch.
Can you repeat the Choco Patch?
The Chuckle Patch.
Oh,
That is where
Chuckle Patch.
The best bamboozleberry comes from.
That is very correct. Do you need me to plan a route to there?
I think we possibly should. After he has finished eating, perhaps once we collect all the rest. And yes, I think that would be fun.
That
It is
sounds very
time.
good. Do you think he'd like anything to drink?
Ooh. Tell him we have some sleepy ride iced tea. So maybe we could get him that, unless he wants some vanilla bean Venus coffee.
Sounds good. Out of character, I don't think I'll remember the names of the drinks, but I will try my best.
Is there
Ask if he
a
wants
whiskey
tea or
thing
coffee.
somewhere?
Tea or coffee. And
Tea or
he will
coffee,
get
okay.
either one. He will be very relaxed,
Okay.
regardless of which he chooses.
I'll go out to the panda. Hello, sir.
The third employee I've seen today.
We like to be efficient, make sure everything's top notch. What is your name?
Oh, no one has bothered to ask my name in many moons. My name is Vindel Frey.
Vindel Frey.
We wanted to ask if you would like to have some tea or some coffee this morning.
And while he's thinking, the window opens up and I put tea and coffee and the eggs and the bread all out. Everything is out. And then I close the window again. Pick it up!
Here,
Like ring
I'll
the bell.
turn around. I'll go back.
Bing.
grab
Pick
the
it up.
tray. Here's your meal, sir. Here's some tea and coffee. You can decide which you would rather have. Or you can have both.
I think I shall have both. You know, I'm somewhat of a critic here at Saltford. Perhaps we could devise some sort of collaboration of sorts. If you all were to provide the bamboozleberry pie, of course I will reward you, but I could also put the word out about your... What is this called?
Nixie just like, pops out of the like window and is just like, "We're the Gourmet Hunter, and we will happily let you spread our word of the amazing food and service that you had here today."
I love Nixie's passion.
She's passionate about two things: food and men, but not in the best way for men.
I mean, that's basically the same thing.
Hey, look, they're getting lucky in two different ways. They're getting lucky, and two, you didn't bite their heads off at the end. So how lucky can you get, really?
If he didn't eat you,
That's
that means
pretty
she
lucky.
liked you. And
Really.
you did a decent job.
I mean, that's just lucky. There you go. Okay, thank you. It's performance-oriented luck. I like that. Because that's a thing.
The panda doesn't need to know that.
The panda definitely should not know that.
No, we're not having the luck conversation in front of the panda.
No.
So he's,
Okay.
he sips on the tea and then sips on the coffee, eats some eggs. He's like, this is quite good. Is it only the three of you that work on this ship?
No, there are, let me double check, 2 more of us that are work on the ship, along with a couple other more employees that help us run it.
Ah, this is quite the efficient business you have. Are you all chefs? Are you all master chefs?
No, not all of us.
George.
Our head chef is Sticky Icky, who you gave, I believe, the order to you. Then we have Bazelle, who is our main drink maker. And then we have Taria and Nixie, which I'm now forgetting what Taria does on the ship.
Damn.
She's the mixologist.
She's
so
the. Oh wait, hold on.
I feel
Then
like,
what's Bazelle then?
she'd be mostly the night crew, anyways.
Oh, night crew.
so
Okay.
She's still sleeping.
Wait, what's Bazelle? Bazelle, just our bee person, or
Yeah.
okay.
So this Bazelle, this drink maker you were talking about, these teas are delicious. This tea and this coffee is delicious. Did Bazelle make these?
I don't remember who, but we also have another drink maker, Taria, in the back. But she mostly does our night drinks.
I should like to have a drink from each of them too, please.
Very well. I'll go into the back, and then I'll go in. Is Taria and Bazelle also here, or is it just Sticky and Nixie?
Taria is probably going to choose like the worst moment to come back up on deck where our little panda bear is, and not realizing that we're open already and we have a customer, kind of dropping blops of tar everywhere. Just be like, morning.
The NPC deck engineers that you all bought with your stakes when you built the ship, one of them kind of follows behind Taria, swabbing the deck.
He needs a name. He needs a name.
So what's his name?
Gonna be a reoccurring.
It's like
somebody's gonna have to yell for him every time Taria wakes up.
Every time you come on this deck.
We need to give him a big,
Hi.
give him a basic name like we have with George, just like
Or we could call him
Andrew or
Sweeps.
something.
Call him
Sweet.
Sweeps.
I like sweeps.
Yeah.
Something easy and quick.
Mhm.
It's funny
I
because
like
he
George.
naps.
He's angry for a lot of reasons, I suspect.
Taria is most of them.
You only get one chance at a nickname, and he missed his.
Poor guy. He's angry forever.
I mean, like, Tari is probably most of it, but I imagine Nixie probably causes some of those messes too with the body, just like the trail of blood, and he's
Blood.
just like, stupid praying mantis.
Never a moment's rest. I'm always mopping.
He might be the highest paid member though of all our NPCs.
Yeah.
Probably because of this.
He needs a lot of relaxing tea from Sticky.
I slip him a little flask of the tea of calmness, so he can have that for later.
All the-
tea.
A tea of calmness.
All the doorknobs are always sticky. Crap all over the deck.
Oh, yeah, 'cause- oh, God. Oh, this
This
poor
job
man.
sucks.
Oh,
Only I had finished school.
Oh, hi, Sweeps. Good morning. Oh, did I drip again? I'm sorry.
oh, hey, glad you're here, Sleeps. I left a bit of a mess on the deck. Sorry about it. Last night's dinner.
The panda is just now noticing what a
Spear of
mess.
blood.
Yeah, what a mess there is. It's like, you may need to invest in a larger cleaning crew.
Oh my gosh, hi! You're like a little panda bear.
Oh.
I am Saltfern's most renowned food critic.
I'm
He's
sure
our
you
customer.
are.
Why are you talking to me like a child?
But you're
Taria.
so cute.
Nixie
Yeah.
just kind of like, Taria, he's a customer.
Oh, that's great. Oh,
So-
it's a cust. Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
gotta
a
go.
customer. He would like
He's
some of your,
gonna, like,
some of your drinks.
very quickly.
The drips go faster. Like, the faster you move, they're like,
Sweeps.
Is Bazelia on the ship, or is she flying around?
Yeah, no, Bazale's been flying. Yeah, Bazale's been around, like literally has just been buzzing about. So would have probably been on the deck multiple times. And
now,
Bazale doesn't talk, right? Because they dance.
yeah, it doesn't really talk much. Just kind of, just a lot of mostly just vague gestures and signs. We'll do a lot of little.
shaking that thorax.
Yes.
Dear
So-
God.
Now, does Bazale actually fly pretty good, or do you fly like an actual bumblebee? Like, do we need to put bumpers
No,
on door
I-
frames?
You know,
Like-
probably would be the best idea to have. Honestly, this is probably just their very best to not fly.
Okay.
They're scared they're gonna boopity boop off the ship and into the ground. They're like one wing's probably still got like some dried honey stuck on it that they haven't quite gotten chipped off since they've gotten out.
I do like to think, though, that because it's the Wildsea, everything is a little bit crazier than normal. So everybody knows that bumblebees should not be able to fly. Like, the physics doesn't math. Like, little tiny wings, big body. I like to think that Bazale is just a bigger version of that.
Oh,
He's still
yeah,
got
no,
these two
definitely
tiny little wings.
Big body, tiny little wings, and like I said, one wing's like half like bent. We're doing like a little Finding Nemo moment here. So
I love that. And yes, Uzumaki, Bazale is a Mothrin, but has gone with the bumblebee flavor.
Yeah, I think we have 3 Mothrins.
Oh,
Aww.
must be my dog.
And then, okay, so real quick, just for our viewers, Bazale is a Mothrin who is a bumblebee. Nixie is a Mothrin who is a praying mantis. Sticky Icky is a Ectus. Taria is a Gao. What is the name of those? Ink cap mushroom. In case you want to go Google that, I had to, and I'm like, oh my gosh, cutest mushroom
Yeah.
ever.
The Coprinopsis atramentaria. I'm very original with my naming, as you can tell.
I think I like Inky Caps better. And then, of course, Kyra is our resident Ketra, which, if we know from the other show, Ketra, how I describe them, is Jello mold people. So there you go. A quick re-intro. All right, so our lovely food critic has asked for a couple more drinks, specifically from the mixologist and the steep. So you really don't have to roll anything for this if you would not like to, because it's kind of just what you do. But if you want to roll something to just really be creative and knock this panda bear's little black booties off, you can more than welcome to put together a dice pool.
Might I suggest to our mixologist that maximum mood martini that you make might be just the thing.
Should I add my hallucinogenic spores? Would that be a good idea?
Yes. You have worked on the liqueurs. You might as well put them in there too.
I don't know if we should drug him. We want him to give us good reviews.
Mood. We want a mood. Just
well,
a mood.
But
this panda is going on a ride.
Sticky drugs all of them.
Yeah,
That's what the herb is. Nixie.
Yeah, but yours is literally it makes them hallucinate. We don't need him to start seeing some kind of dragon thing or something on the ship, and then he runs away screaming.
It might be too early in the morning for hallucinogenics.
So I would like to take this moment while everybody's talking about hallucinogenics, because I think it's going to be really funny to just point out the fact that Bazale does have the anima present, so is constantly aware of the spirits, mutually seeing them and hearing them. So you will have Bazale probably thinking, oh, that the eyes on hallucinogens and staring at things occasionally. So.
It's not me, I swear. I have good control over my spores, she says as a giant, plop of ink goes down. Not those ones.
Over, again with this.
Poor Sweep.
Bazale's doing, what cats and stuff do, where they just kind of sit there and stare off, and you're like, okay, I don't know what's over there, but you need to ask your friend to leave.
I just imagine Bazale's just buzzing around and then just suddenly just stops dead in her tracks and it's just locks onto a part of a wall or something, and everyone's just
everyone peeks out from behind Bazale, what are you looking at?
And then just immediately zooms off.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
I really wish Bazale would talk.
Maybe they are talking. It's just really, really quiet.
Oh.
It's like a whisper.
I feel like they're talking, but only Bazale can hear them.
Bazale thinks they're talking.
Yeah, no, that's definitely it. It's more of I'm communicating every thought. I am constantly talking, always talking. Oh, is nothing actually coming out of my mouth?
Oops.
I think perhaps a mood martini. You are so good at making those. He would like one of those. It is early in the morning. You know.
He did ask.
He did.
We did tell him.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. You have been warned.
Some of that other slidey sangria is also good for morning drinking. You make some good sliding sangria.
What about, because it's morning, I know coffee is more your thing, but what about a cappuccino crush? That's a new one I'm playing with.
Oh, let us do that.
No spores.
No spores. Not until afternoon. All right.
Okay. So she's gonna go ahead and take some of the espresso that I'm sure Sticky has brewing
You know
Just-
it.
around the clock, and mix up what's probably similar to like an espresso martini, but more.
Mellow. More
Like
mellow.
you know how espresso martinis are like this much?
Yeah.
It's like this much.
Oh my gosh. It's like 8 ounces.
He's gonna be going all day.
Yeah.
He's going to be awake.
Can you
Which
mix
is good.
alcohol?
Let's give him all the espresso so that he
What's
has
the
all the
espresso?
energy to spread the word of our amazing ship.
Oh, I like it. Yes.
Now, what was that question? Can you mix alcohol and what?
I was milk, because like
Yes.
lattes and cappuccinos have milk in them, so I
You
wasn't
can.
sure if it would make
Oh,
milk
yes, you can.
spoiled.
We
I,
as
I,
a
I've been informed.
Love it.
oh yeah,
Oh, no, you can.
little Kahlua,
Yeah,
Oh, that's fair.
so I'm gonna. Oh yeah. Duh.
little fun times. Yeah.
So she's gonna whip that up real quick, and you know, for all of her like dripping and dropping, she is very careful about keeping her workspace clean. And all of her stuff is neatly put away and shriek. Sorry. All of her stuff is neatly put away and labeled because we don't want to accidentally give someone like hallucinogenic spores or poison.
Yeah.
Because that's
Never.
an option.
Poison our
Uh,
masters.
Oh, we should probably not store these next to each other.
That's what the labels are for. Gosh. Accidentally. Tofu.
We don't need to accidentally poison anybody. We have a praying mantis on board who will just eat the person.
There you go.
That's it. It's very
now-
eco-friendly.
I can't remember. Did anybody let Bazale know that the panda wanted a drink from them?
Yes, I thought Kyra said
Ah.
that she wanted a drink from each of us.
I thought she mentioned that she was buzzing around, so I thought she'd heard it. I mean, if she hadn't, like, Nixie can just like yell out, Bazille! We need you to make a drink for our customer. Make the best thing ever.
Okay,
And
I'm done. Should I take it out or should somebody else so that Sweep doesn't yell at me anymore today, this morning, this hour?
This hour.
Bazale.
Tofu!
Bazale raises all hands.
Someone say eating someone is eating. Yes, I did.
Okay, so
Oh god.
Bazale,
Sorry, we're getting derailed.
Bazale, tell me about the drink that you're putting together here.
well, since everybody seems to have tea and coffee covered, I guess Bazzelle's gonna go for a juice beverage.
Yes.
I was gonna say, yeah, their specialties are typically teas and coffees, so they've been steeping and doing kettle work all morning, but you know, if other people want that, then yeah, so we'll just do some fun juicy thing. Probably gonna have some nice little like probably very tequila sunrisey sans tequila. So go with, well, that's not, I don't do the alcohol. So we're leaning in with some nice little like orange juice, little grenadine top. It's about the art of the layering there.
Okay.
Got some little fancy ice cube times, little edible flowers in the ice cube so they melt and
Well,
That
Bazil is
that's
making
amazing.
hers. Nixie is going
Yes.
to take Taria's drink out for her to the panda bear.
Zell
Okay.
is going
Just
to
skeleton.
Grumpy. They volunteered to take both of them out simultaneously.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know that. Sorry, you could take them. That's fine. I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
There we go. That is apparently the Wildsea version of adobo. I'm guessing that's pronounced sauce.
Sauce. I opened the windows to the hothouse basically, and to air it out and to open it up and to let any bees that wish to go in and spend time in the hothouse with the flowers and the pollen and anything, they are welcome to fly through. And that's kind of what keeps us growing. So the bees are, it's welcome for their breakfast now too, if they would like. So.
Okay. Yeah, the
Yeah.
engine for this ship is a tamed beehive. And
Yes.
yeah, they love this part of the morning. They get to come out and have their breakfast too. So
Yep.
they all make their way out. Now, Bazale, you get out to I forget his name already. I know it's Vindel Frey. You get out to Mr. Panda Frey. And he's like, "Oh, yet another member of the crew. Fantastic."
Just enthusiastically nods, has 2 cups in a hand, just sets them down, does a little bow, points at the not tequila sunrise, and
Oh,
You want to come up?
ah,
points at the other one and goes,
Okay.
wonderful breakfast and a show. Quite jolly good. He's like sipping. Oh, this pretty one is quite good, quite delicious. Thank you. Let's try this other one. This one is crazy. Ah. Oh, delicious. Like splashes it over the shoulder. Thank you kindly for the heads up.
Oh, Sweep, look, it's not
Yeah,
me who
no,
makes the
Sweep's
best.
already there, like stupid. Fuck, dang it, every time.
Thank you, Sweep.
I hate the ship.
"Is
You still work here.
Sweep, you're so funny.
Yeah, no one takes them seriously.
I'm like, oh, you love working here. Just like
I
smacks
think
her with
Bazale's
one
the
of her
only
like
one."
arms.
Bazale's the only one that's nice to
Takes him
him.
relatively seriously. It'll come up to him afterwards and just be like, takes the mop from him, and he'll do a little like twirl around dance move with the mop and pretend to dip it. You know, little moral support thing. Give him a little honey kiss on the forehead, and then now he's covered in honey and pollen.
Right? It's like,
Clean up that too, but like
thank you.
we're trying.
Like pulls a handkerchief out and says,
Man,
Even gotta mop myself.
yeah. Of all the places I've ever hated, I hate here the most.
Aw,
But-
we
but-
love you too, Sweep.
But Sweeps never leaves. Just
Sits and complains.
yeah, for all the complaining.
We all know
Um,
somebody like that. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sweeps is that employee that will say every day that today's the day they're gonna quit, but they
Right.
never do.
Right.
Like, this is it. This is it. I'm out of here. Oh my goodness.
Lydia!
Oh,
Oh!
So
Oh,
Oh my gosh, what are you, Lydia? You're opening everything.
oh God, no.
cat
Kitty.
cat capers. Cat capers. That's
Cat on
a
keyboard. Cat on keyboard.
TTRPG that Lennon and Spice created called Cat Capers. We're gonna do that one at some point. Everybody plays a house cat.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Oh,
that.
I want to do.
oh my
I am
gosh.
in.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love cats.
Oh, yeah. I want to be a cat.
Say less.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. All right, so Vindel finishes up his delicious breakfast
You're literally
and he says, "Well, I suppose I'll be on my way so that you may be on yours. I shall return in 1 week's time, as promised by Sticky Icky. When I return, I shall bring a wonderful reward for the pie, should you have it.
And bring some more customers. Bring your friends. Bring your family.
Oh yes,
Bring
indeed.
some random person off the street.
If you provide me with this pie, I shall sing your praises. I shall stand on the rooftops and sing it to the world."
Nixie is
I shall
terrific
bring-
as advertising. You are terrific. Terrific as our marketer. Thank you.
I shall
Fantastic.
bring you some of my favorite ingredients that I've acquired over time, and I have a few trinkets and bits and baubles that float around that I can bring as well. I have no use for them, so I feel like those would be adequate payments.
They should work. We look forward to having you return here next week, and we will have your pie.
Is there any way to contact you in case we get here early? Definitely not, because we might end up late. Not at all.
Not at all. Well, you can find my shop next to the newspaper stand. They print out my article and send it out throughout the town with my critiques of different food items.
I do also recommend, in case we do get back early, just keep your eye on the sky, because we'll set off our signal flare for you when we return.
From behind, like some barrels and stuff, a 5-foot tall lightning bug or firefly stands up, and he's haggard. Like think of think of Ray
my
from,
turn?
yeah, think of Ray from the Princess Frog. Like
Yes.
he has seen better days, and he's got his helmet on and everything. He's like, did somebody say signal flare?
Not yet.
No, not yet. Later.
Oh darn! And he just like slinks back down behind the barrels.
Oh,
The
You know, one of these days we'll have to actually use a flare. I feel bad that we lead him
He
on.
loves his job.
I do.
Okay.
So Vindel rolls over onto his belly so that he can scooch out of the chair.
Oh
Like,
my
This is just not big enough, and
The image
like,
of that
kind
is so
of
adorable.
flails his feet a little bit, looking for the ground. Like, and he uses his little walking stick and leaves the ship.
oh.
1 week, 1 week's time.
Bye. What are we doing in a
See
week?
you in a week. Make sure you bring all your friends.
What are we doing in a week?
Listen, he was asleep for
Yeah.
all of that conversation.
Yep.
Well, we're traveling to get some bamboozled berries to make a bamboozled pie.
Oh, okay. Why?
Because he wants a bamboozled pie. He's gonna pay us a lot, and he's gonna get us more customers.
He's
Okay,
apparently
okay.
some fancy food person in the town here, so he's going to bring more customers in. So we're
Okay.
going to make him this pie.
He is our new king of friendship, and he will bring in his friends after we give him this pie. Where is the chuckle patch? Does anybody know?
Off to my maps I go.
Fantastic. So
Anyone feel free to follow me. Yes, I go to my room.
Bazille will.
bzz, bzz.
Oh, Bazale, that's a door. Yeah, you hit. Okay.
I feel like we need to
All
get
right.
more padding for the walls here.
So, Kyra, you get to your quarters and you retrieve your map fairly easily. And you've got a bunch of stuff marked on this map, but this is a particularly rare area. So, we're actually going to have you make a roll for this one. So, do you have? Do you have veils as an edge?
I do not. I have grace, instinct, and tides.
Okay, so tides. Actually, that's my fault. I had them backwards. Tides is the one you want. That's for exploration, learning, and lore. So that's going to give you 1d6, and then we need to pick a skill to add on to that. So my best idea would be to do delve, because that's kind of like delving into things and trying to find forgotten stuff. That can also be used in like a very physical sense where you're like exploring ruins and stuff. Let me see what else we got. You could use study as well.
Okay.
I mean, you can really use any of them if you
Mhm.
can kind of explain to me how you're using it.
Okay. I will stick with delve. I wanted a lot of skills, so I got a 1 in a lot of things. So
Okay.
I think, yeah. So I'll be using delve for this. Okay. So that's 2d6.
And then with your map, I'm going to give you an extra d6.
Perfect. 6, 5, and 2.
All right. So with the 6, you have a triumph. You are able to locate the last known location of the moving grove known as the Chuckle Patch.
Oh, it moves? Oh, boy.
Yes, it moves.
Awesome.
From your location right now, it is approximately a day's travel away, if it's still there.
All right. I have found its last location. It sadly moved, so it may not be there when we get there, but it's a day's travel from here.
Well, fingers crossed it's there.
All right.
All right, then. So should we
just-
set sail?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. So your sentries, they really just kind of stand guard, but the deck engineers they do all the menial tasks for you, such as raising anchor, powering the ship, making sure it works. But at any point, any of you can drive the ship if you want to, or you can just have one of them do it. It's completely up to you.
I am in no condition to be driving, man. I am sitting out on deck taking a smoke break, and I am in the flowering part of the season. So if the bees want to come and flower, taste my flowers, they are welcome to do so. I am just laying out, absorbing the photosynthesis.
Probably just get the bees high.
Yep, very, very likely. Most likely. Yeah, which is part of the reason they run into the walls so much, perhaps. I do not know. But they are calm.
I think only Bazale can answer that one, and we know how that'll go.
Bazale's over here just like, oh, any bees coming for the little, there'll be all like the little regular hive bees coming in, and then you'll see Bazale coming in, totally not sneaky at all, just to be like,
I love that. Like totally blending in.
Yep. Smooth.
Don't be suspicious.
No,
Don't be suspicious.
Yeah.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
When not licking you, Sticky Icky, though, Bazale is going to try and get Sweep and our Signal Flare guy. Bazale's newfound mission is the two of them are going to be best friends. because the Signal Flare Firefly loves his job, Sweep does not. Designated partners.
There you go. There you go. I like that.
We're gonna put them in one giant shirt.
Just stick them together.
Yeah, till they get along. Just
Sweeps will love his job by the end of the day.
Or we'll have a Signal Flare bug that just shoots out the cannon and doesn't come back.
Oh God!
It's such an
Hoping
adventure.
it's the former. Hoping it's the former.
Adventure.
Goal.
it could go either way, you know. 50-50.
See how it goes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so would anybody like to drive or no? If not, totally fine. I'm gonna have an
No.
NPC do it. I know Sticky said they're laying out. Bazale's licking Sticky.
On the deck?
I don't
On
think
the
that Kyra would
That
find
was-
this
that made it even worse.
In the sunshine.
She keeps her stuff in her private quarters.
In the sunshine. No.
$14.99. $14.99.
What?
That's in our other shows when we say something that's in that line of thought. We save that for the $14.99 stream.
Yes.
The fans of only.
Oh! I got there eventually.
So
there eventually.
Kyra and Nixie, what are you doing while the ship travels? Are either of you going to drive, or are you going to do your own thing?
Nixie's probably gonna hang out on the deck as well and just relax. Let her breakfast from this morning digest.
Oh Lord.
I think Kyra would not drive the ship, but she's the navigator more than anything. So she'll be keeping an eye out for any like rough patches, trying to help solve which way to go, or if there's obstacles. Yeah.
So
Look out for risks.
Kyra is backseat driving then.
Yes, exactly.
I feel like so many of our employees, minus
crew
like
hate
the Firefly is the only one that loves his job. The others are just like, why do I work here?
Yeah, like I don't even know how I ended up here. I just it's like I was.
Like we got a chef
It
that's
was,
high all the time.
Nikki's,
We got a hunter that's just like eats her like partners every night. We've got the mushroom person that's just like leaving spores on the floor. The bee person that's just like leaving honey everywhere.
Yes. Oh, I love this place.
I love it here.
I love it here.
Oh, we all love it. The crew, us and the Firefly love this. This is great. The rest of the crew is just like, I hate everything about this. I hate these people.
I feel like the rest of the crew is probably humans, like Ardents, and that's why they just don't they don't like it here. It's too weird. So, the ship's cruising along. Kyra, you're doing a wonderful job of guiding through the rough patches and the things that might cause the ship some damage. And everything's going great. The day passes by uneventfully, and the sun begins to set. And the beautiful oranges and yellows kind of spread across the treetops. And, the way the trees look, the waves like cast shadows and they look even more wave-like. And you are approaching the area where the Chuckle Patch last was. Now, as you get close, the waves kind of roll up and down, and as the ship also goes up and down, anyone on the deck begins to catch sight of like stranded Wildsea sailors kind of in the treetops, like floating around. They're like, help! Help!
I think there's some people over there that are stuck.
I just think that they're waving, so I take up a couple of my arms and I wave back and I go, "Hello, my friends. How are you?"
Help! Save us!
Nixie just like yells up to Kyra, "Hey, I think we have some stranded sailors here."
Oh, well, let us pick them up.
I'll go ahead and tell the captain to move closer to them, and in the meantime, I'm gonna get on Sunbeam and fly over to them and try picking them up one by one.
Okay.
Bazelle will come and help you on the edge when you get back, but not leaving the ship.
But not leaving the ship.
And I'm out near the edge, leaning over with my branches and picking up anybody who comes near, or whoever comes near.
So the captain, hard to port. The ship starts to get over closer. Kyra, you take off on Sunbeam and you get close to one of the sailors. Appears to be a gal. Just a, I don't want to say standard, but they're a shiitake mushroom. And
Hey, Taria, I think your cousin's here.
they're like reaching up,
Don't
like help.
all know each other. Oh wait, actually, I think I do know her. But unrelated.
You know what? Don't pick that one up.
Oh, slack.
It's like, you know what? That one can stay out there.
Help! I'm so tired, and they're like reaching up for you.
I don't know.
How do you handle this situation, Kyra?
Oh, me? I thought it was reaching out to Tyra because she knew her.
Oh no, you, because you went out on Sunbeam.
Okay. I'm gonna fly down, and I'm gonna be like, well, my ship makes its way back. I can take you each one by one. Among you, you will have to choose who goes first.
Watch, they just throw
That's messed up. That's so messed up.
just that, like, I think it's what the crab mentality.
Mhm.
Like, you put like a bunch of crabs in a bucket, and instead of trying to help each other, they're just like pulling each other down.
Yeah, I mean, they're spread out probably like 10 feet apart from each other. But the ship is like coming right behind you. You see some of them are kind of like dropping down below the tops of the trees, like essentially sinking.
Mhm.
And they're all of them are calling out for help.
Kitty!
Sorry, he was yelling.
Okay. I guess I'll go for the one that seems to be sinking the most. Mhm.
All right. So when you get over and you get close enough, I need you to roll instinct and sense. And
Okay.
if you don't have anything in either of those, you're gonna just roll. I think it's a 2d6, but you're gonna take the lower of the two.
Okay. I do have both.
Perfect.
It is a 6 and a 5.
Fantastic.
Good.
Right as you are getting close enough, the illusion fades away, and you realize that these are
gotcha.
a type of plant called a mimic vine.
Oh.
And they are very much like a standard mimic, except that they are plants. And they will basically take the form of people or things and try to lure you into the Wildsea. So as you're getting close, it turns into these vines and like shoots up to try and grab you, but you're able to pull back in time. And they just
Okay.
kind of like back into the treetops.
Okay. I'm gonna go fly back to the ship. False alarm! Just mimic vines.
Oh, boo. I was hoping for late dinner.
Mimic vines, and all of a sudden I stand up, and from nowhere comes out a whole bunch of cleavers and 6 of my my branches, and I say, "Where? Where are they? Are they here?"
They're
Oh,
over there, and I point in the direction
I
of
think they're
where.
gone, Sticky.
Yeah.
All right, and then I put them all, and they're all gone. You can't see where I put them, but they're gone. All right. Well,
It's
I
like
am
the
calm again.
most terrifying General Grievous ever.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
Like he's just like, let me at him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not on my sheep.
So after this little incident, all of you are kind of more on high alert now. And that's when you all notice, tucked just barely on the surface, it's kind of like half on the surface, half below, is a very large, like a cypress shape tree, like a teardrop shaped tree with blue berries all over it that look like they are made out of bamboo.
That would be why the panda wanted them.
Aha, the pun comes together.
Yes. 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 Just do I see the chuckle patch? Do we see this tree? I'm guessing everybody can see the tree.
Yep, it is smack dab in the center
Can't
of all
miss it.
these mimic vines.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Remember that bamboozled berries are alive and they are pranksters. So expect some mischief.
Yes.
And there's
These
the mimic vines.
Yes.
Probably.
Are the berries affected if I just stab them to get them?
Actually, that's a good question. Sticky icky. Do we need these berries pristine, or could they become squished and stabbed?
It is best if they are fresh. Perhaps we could put them in a net or bags of some sort and bring them,
I just had
get
an
them all
idea.
together in a bag and bring them on. And
What
I
if we
could
get
handle them
a
on the sheep.
clipping of the tree so we can grow some in our greenhouse?
That is an excellent idea. Yes, I think we should definitely do that. As
Can
soon
we
as we
grow
figure out
them?
what to do about these vines. I do not know how to cook with these vines. They are not tasty. So how do we get
Can
to
we-
the chuckle tree without the vines?
Can we grow the vine or the berries in a week?
No. I am very good. However, not that good. I
We don't
could
need to-
accelerate the growth, but it would still take a few months. to
We
get
can
in the
still
fight.
get some of the berries. We'll just also make
yes.
sure that
We will
cut
get
them-
both, and
cut
we will
them
get
off
a
to grow at
decent vine.
home.
Yes, yes.
on the
We
ship.
will do both. Absolutely do both. But if we could catch the berries in the bag, that would be most helpful. Most helpful. However, if you just knock them out and throw them in the bag, that also works. So, either way. But first we got to get to the tree.
Are you sure we
cut
can't just
through the
mush
mimic
them?
vine?
They're going in a pie anyways.
I know. I cannot cook with the mimic vines. They are nasty. And I refuse to cook anything that tastes nasty. So, no,
You
I
cook
cannot
with herb
befriend
all the
the
time.
vines. No, I cannot use the vines.
He doesn't think those are nasty.
Even if we grind them up for fertilizer, I do not think that they are good. I cannot use the mimic vines. I am sorry. They will have to go.
Are we able to sail through the mimic vines?
You are certainly welcome to give it a shot.
Are
The,
the mimic vines like surrounding the chuckle bush?
Yeah,
How many are there?
Whatever.
Give
the
or take.
chuckle patch. Yeah,
The chuckle
they are.
patch.
They're completely surrounding it in a circle.
How many?
Definitely wider than the ship itself.
Hmm.
How high can they reach? These mimic vines.
When they reached up to try and grab Kyra, it was about 15 feet.
How far are we from the tree?
I'll say about a mile.
A mile. Okay.
Yeah, you're
I was
still a
thinking zip
good
line
ways.
it, but we're a bit far.
Zip line, all right.
Yeah. Because I was also gonna think like I have elegant wings that could like try to glide to and from, or I have like a short burst of elegant flight. But if it's a mile, I don't think I can fly that far.
Hmm.
So
Bazale,
these
what are you thinking? You got your thinking face on.
Right, and that's a bad thing for me to have on because Bazale is like, oh, we have an issue. Oh, we need to go. Just go get it, right?
I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not wrong, but
So if nobody's paying attention to Bazale probably just whooped right off and just gonna try and bubble their way over there. And
everybody's like, "Hey, where's Bazale?"
you look out over the edge of the boat and just
Okay.
So, I'm gonna let you build a dice pool here. What edges do you have?
Grace and Tides.
All right, either of those will work. I would allow either of those. And then, what do you have for skills that you think would help you just kind of get across these vines?
I have two that I got here. My first one that I'm gonna push for is Sense.
Okay, that makes sense.
Feeling the vibes and seeing and hearing and my other one is Wave Walk,
Okay.
but I'm pushing more for the Sense.
Yeah, I am totally fine with you using sense.
Can the pollen potion juice that her and her bees have been drinking give any inspiration of any sort to that sense?
Well, that is exactly what I was about to ask next, is if you have any kind of aspects that might help you to do this?
Yes. I am difficult to hit.
So good.
That makes sense.
So
I am
good.
dust and paper. I am difficult to hit.
That totally tracks. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
lost sound.
1d for every.
One
So for
D6
Grace,
what?
for every dot that you have filled in. So Grace would be 1. And then how many do you have for sense? Do you have 1, 2, or 3?
Two.
All right, so you're going to roll 3d6.
3 3d6, which I totally had prepared beforehand because we totally discussed having these ready beforehand. And I definitely got them. There's my d6. Okay. It's a the d20. The d20 has a B on it for the 20 for the whole set, so it's a.
I love
I
it.
just changed.
There we go.
Oh boy. There's a 5.
There's a 5. What were the other ones?
2s.
Both of them?
Yeah.
A
no.
5 and 2s. And Tofu just asked, oh my gosh. So when you roll doubles in this game, it's called a twist.
Oh yeah.
So
So.
a 5 is a conflict, which means that what you're doing worked, but not quite as well as you would hope. And then
It working is better than I hoped.
this is where we're about to find out, because a 2 is a disaster. So what you have had here is a disastrous twist.
Oh no.
Now with twists, that is not up to me to decide what that is, good or bad. I don't decide what the twist is. You do, as a collective, as a group. So Bazale, you're doing your interpretive dance, and you're making it across these mimic vines pretty easily. It's going pretty well.
It's the leaf walk.
Yeah. The vines are coming up, but with you being like kind of hard to hit, they're just kind of barely, they're like, dang it, I can't grab this one. Well, how is this so slippery but so sticky? So that part of it is going okay. So I leave it up to y'all. What is the disastrous twist that happens while Bazale is trying to get to this tree?
Oh gosh.
The only thing, good or bad, I have to put this out there. The only thing about a twist is that it cannot directly alter a character. So Bazale can't get like tied up or anything like that. It has to be some other kind of twist.
Could with the mimic vines moving, could the tree have been pushed further away?
That's kind of what I was thinking, since the bamboozle berries are bamboozly. It's like, I make it, oh no, it's a mirage!
Did we just get psyched out by the bamboozleberry tree?
Sounds like a little bit.
Literally a mile
Like,
the
where
other
did you
direction.
like put your spores in our drinks again?
I cannot say I have not.
No.
No promises, she says.
No,
What
she
could
says. This
So-
time.
I mean, that is an option, that this is not the bush you're looking for.
Oh,
Not the
Mimic
bush you're
vines.
looking for.
could several of the mimic vines turn into copies of Bazale and confuse us as to which one she is?
That is an option as well.
Oh gosh.
All of a sudden, there's 6 of them.
So it'd be harder to go help if they needed it. Ugh.
I'd have to find a way to be able to tell the difference
We
before
could
we
take
let the one back on the ship.
some of Bazale's bees out to her and see which ones go to her. Well, actually, we didn't decide what the twist was. So yeah.
I mean, if the mimic vines do that, because they can mimic human speech, would they be able to like mimic the like bee thing, or would they just start talking? Because Zill doesn't talk, just
True.
like buzzes.
And her bees
Also
would
true.
know her for sure.
So I mean, if we do go with that twist, we could just like yell out, "Hey, what's your favorite flower?" or something, and like the mimic vines are just like rose, sunflower, orchid, whatever, and Basil's just like, and it's like, "Oh, yep, that one's the real one. Kill the rest."
Maybe Bazale is heading back to the ship, and all the others come back with her to the ship, and we can't tell which one is her, and that's when we have to do the questioning before they all climb back onto the ship. We have to figure it out real fast.
I mean,
we still need those chuckleberries, though.
We still do. We could still be flying through them. How thick are the mimic vines? I mean, are they solid
very-
thickness?
yeah, they're very, very dense.
Very dense. Well, what question are we going to ask Bazale to figure out? I think we just ask questions as they come up onto the ship, try to come up to the ship. And when they answer us, we know it's not her because she's the one who does the motions and no voice, just like somebody had said earlier. And then we can knock them out as they try to get on our ship.
Hopefully the mimic minds are not intelligent and won't realize what's happening to them.
Yes.
And eventually
And try
stop
to
talking.
talk. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, collectively, is that what y'all want to go for, or
I think the most of us are liking the mimic vine is Bazelle.
I like that one. Yeah.
okay?
But is Bazale gonna come back to the ship, or is she just gonna keep going to?
What you going to do, Bazale?
Like that's kind.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. If it's a twist that doesn't really impact Bazale, Bazale's gonna go get the berries because that was the mission Bazale went on. If
Focused.
I mean, for once in their new berry, it's a new
right? It's new and shiny.
It's new and shiny, like everything else in this world. So I have to figure out what all this new stuff is. Bazale would not notice. And probably for the best, because if you start knocking fake Bazale out, Bazale sees fake Bazale getting knocked out. Bazale's not getting back on the ship.
So, all right, Bazale, as I said, you're doing your interpretive dancing, and you're doing wonderfully. You're dodging the vines. You get to the bamboozleberry tree bush, and there's probably 20 to 30 berries on this thing.
Yes.
And as you're approaching it, you see other Bazales coming from different directions, almost like if you were in a mirrored fun house. And they're like mimicking exactly what you're doing. They're grabbing the berries and putting it in their mouth, and now they're all of them. There's like 6 of them. They all bring their finger in.
Grab as many berries as we can, and then turn back to the ship and just look panicked.
Nixon's just like, make sure that you grab some like seedlings from it or whatever. We need to make sure that we can plant it on the ship.
Like a little trimming.
Yeah,
Get a
little
cutting.
trimming.
A cutting.
Like
Just get the small
everybody else.
cutting.
Everybody else is on the safety of the ship, just being like, get the thing.
He was the one that was just like, you know what, I can do this, and just went head first. So we're like, well, we'll just let her.
You know what? She can do it. I think
Yeah.
Hikaru's just keeping an eye out just in case something happens and she's got to go and rescue her.
Okay.
I mean, we're still paying attention just in case, but we're also like, she's the one that was just like, go for it. The rest of us can just like, if the second something bad happens, we can like jump into action.
I need art of Bazale looking at mirror Bazales, and then it just like cuts back and forth doing that song of like, I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him. So yeah, the other Bazales are also grabbing things. They're grabbing a swath of the tree as well. I mean, they're doing everything you're doing, and then even like marching single file behind you back to the ship.
Did any of them cut a sapling of the tree?
They all did.
Okay.
They all
okay.
did.
Nice.
Oh, so that we can grow a few of these.
We've got multiple chances. At least one of them will survive.
Well, did they cut real cuttings, or are they just mimicking taking cuttings?
We'll find that out when they get here. After we like start cutting
Apparently.
down.
I am standing at the edge of the deck, and I'm looking out, and I'm saying, "Does anybody else see more than one Bazale, or is it just me?"
I think
It
it's just
was
you.
not me this time.
This time, she says.
I think, because I'm also seeing a lot of bizarres.
Okay, good. I thought it was some bad berries I ate earlier. All right, I am ready.
I think it's the mimic vines, so just be ready to fight.
I am ready. So I pull out all of my cleavers
I
again.
was gonna say.
I am sitting there with 6 cleavers, just ready.
Just
Point me to the one.
I just see this like cactus and all the like vines or whatever, just like I don't know, just all these like cleavers and knives.
Cleavers
like,
are
let
out.
me at him. Let's
Just
do this.
sharp, pointy metal everywhere.
You just see
Um,
them like
Very sharp.
lifting in the light, just that like shing.
Very
Now-
sharp.
Bazale, are you going to be the first Bazale up the ship, or are you going to let other ones go first in the confusion? Like, what's your plan here?
I first. The fact that you think Bazale has a plan is a compliment. God. Oh, wow. I mean, they just kind of flipped off the edge of the boat there and was like, yeah, go get some berries. You know, there's no plan. There's no thoughts. No, Bazale's
I
probably
did not
honestly
say. I did not say it was a good plan.
There was no plan. There's no
It's
action.
not
It's
planned.
impulse.
You're making it up as you go along.
impulsivity. Yes. Bazale's probably going to try and shake them off their tails, so there will be a lot of just randomly like doing the Macarena and some chicken dancing like around the ship, and then probably just like leaning up against the ship, seeing if they'll like maybe just keep walking if they're super sneaky and quiet. They're not. Until maybe somebody drops a secret rope for them.
Okay. So Bazale gets closer. All of you see there's so the first roll from chat. In total there are 7 Bazales.
Oh gosh.
One of them is the real one. 6 of them are not. And they're all doing the same thing, and the coloring, like the patterning and everything, all the same.
Oh gosh. Get the bees ready. How close is Bazale to the ship at this point?
Like
So I'm
at the ship, like because Bazale's doing the whole like against the ship,
Like-
trying to sneak around. Like,
And the like mimic vines are also following.
yep.
All right. Hey Bazale, what's your favorite flower?
Good.
And then Bazale's going to take off from the ship and is going to attempt to go find their favorite flowers so they can throw it
Ah, I think we know which one Bazale was. I think we know which one Bazale was.
What are the Mcvines doing?
There's like a super brief delay as they all look up, and then they all go zzz, and then start following the real Bazale.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Are they
Wait,
within
Bazale,
reach?
Come back!
No,
Are they
no,
within reach of anybody on the ship? Namely, long-armed cacti people?
No, they're down just a little too low.
Ah,
Okay,
Darn.
I'm gonna get on Sunbeam and I'm gonna fly over to Bazale, and
Okay.
and I'll I'll just have Bazelle direct me because I feel like Bazelle's gonna really want to find that flower.
I really don't think that's going to be a conveniently located flower. It's probably something you're going to we'll come back to later.
But would Kyra know what's the type of flower Bazelle likes?
Bazelle likes sunflowers.
Okay.
Do we have any in the hothouse?
It's got to be like literally the same size. That's Bazelle's favorite.
Do we have any in the hothouse?
I feel like we would for sun seeds. You know, sun seeds are good.
I imagine we do.
So I run into the hothouse and I pull out the pot using two of my arms and I set it on the deck and say, "Oh, it is for you, my friend. Come, see the sunflower."
The sunflower. So Bazille turns around like, "Ooh!" and starts heading towards it. Are you still? You're like just hovering above the trees, or are you actually going to try and fly now?
No, it's still a hover. I feel like maybe there would be a half little attempt, and then it just wonks out.
Okay. So Kyra gets to you on Sunbeam.
It's like
The Sunbeam, specifically.
I love this little bird.
That's my cousin.
So are you gonna help carry Bazille? Like, what's the plan here?
The plan is to have Bazille ride with me back to the ship. I feel like both of us are light enough. I have no bones. Bazille is a bee. Yeah.
The greatest phrase to ever be spoken. Yeah. In a very like Western kind of movie fashion, you kind of sweep Bazille up onto Sunbeam and you start heading back to the ship. And when you do this, all of the mimic vine Bazilles like stop and watch you all fly back. And this is when everybody else who is still on the deck, you notice that all the other Bazilles aren't actually hovering. Like they're kind of connected to the treetops still. Mm-hmm. And they all start like making their way to the ship, trying to follow behind.
Bazille's on the back of Sunbeam going...
They're like...
No entry.
Just let him come. We'll fight him off.
We could just like leave.
We could. Yeah.
Like if we
could, or
Bazille, we could just.
Does she still have the bag of fruit and or of berries and cuttings?
Clippings. Yes. Oh yes.
Yes. Okay. Got it. Okay.
I
So, and we're watching them come towards us?
Yeah.
While we stand on their ship? All right, because the sunflower is right there. And I take out all my knives and I look at the vines trying to approach behind. And I since I have 6, 2 are being sharpened like this, and 2 are being sharpened like this, and the other 2 are being sharpened like this. And I'm saying, out in the streets, they call it murder. Bring the vines. Bring the vines. I am just in it right now. I'm just vibing with the death rolls right now. We are ready to go.
Oh my gosh.
We are ready to go.
All right. Kyra, Bazille, you both make it back to the ship.
Nixie's
easy
just
peasy.
Just like rubbing her legs.
Right. The captain of the ship, I say captain, he's not a captain. He just knows how to drive. Starts.
We give him the title, but he's
pilot.
not
the pilot. He starts wrenching on the wheel to get the ship to turn around and get the heck out of Dodge. Now, I will say that your preparation was not for naught. As the Bazilles kind of hit the side of the ship, they turn back into vine form and kind of like splash up the sides, trying to get onto the deck.
Cool.
So it's at this point that you can make some murder.
Murder hat.
I would like to just go into a twist, with all the knives out, just kind of spinning and
Like-
singing my song because I'm quite the most relaxed murderer you can find right now. And so I'm just going singing while I'm just any vines that come up, just slicing them, much like a General Grievous concept, only with spins and singing. So yeah,
Makes
that's what
sense.
I'm doing.
Is pretty
Yeah.
much just like one of her aspects is chaos dancing, and it's her like fighting style. So she's just like using like her wings to like snap at them, and she's like twisting around and like with her like 6 mandible like legs,
Yes.
just like
Love that.
popping at them.
So you're able to just chop these vines up as the ship gets clear of the area, and that is easy peasy for that part of it. You have the bamboozle berries and the clippings, and you are now able to sail back to Salt Fern without incident.
Woo!
But with that, we are actually going to end the episode for this evening and call it a wonderful, wonderful, fantastic night.
Yes.
So happy to see that y'all jumped right into the chaos of the Wildsea on episode 1. Fantastically done.
Who? Us? What?
You're right.
No.
So
Ah.
So experience with this game is a little bit different than most games. This works off of milestones, but not like Dungeons milestones, literal milestones. So you can have minor ones or major ones. And I don't remember exactly what the book says. I will have to look that up. But I think it's like a major one is worth 3 points, and you can use that to like buy more things, like more aspects, change out aspects, things of that nature. And then the minor ones are worth 1, I think. But like I said, I'll look that up and let you know for sure, because I only played this once a month before, so
Yeah. Yeah.
every-
and the more
every
dots,
month-
the better.
every month you relearn the game. But now I'm playing it twice a month. So anywho, I'm gonna give you 1 minor milestone, and that one will be called The Sign Says Open. So that'll be your minor. And then I will give you 1 major. And I think that one will be.
There's nowhere for me to put that.
Where is it? So it's a very, very tiny area underneath background.
Mhm.
I'm not even
It's probably
sure.
different on the
Got it.
online digital character sheet
Major
Oh,
and minor.
maybe.
because I don't have that.
I'll put it in Discord as well,
Right
just
on.
so that y'all know. So yeah, minor will be The Sign Says Open, and major is we'll do mimicry ? More like mimic tree. So let me head over to Discord real quick. Minor. Sign says open. Major. Mimicry. There we go. All right, everybody. Well, thank you very much for joining us this evening. It was so good to have these awesome creatives like showing their imagination and how crazy it is. I know, brand new game, but y'all handled it phenomenally, and it's only going to get better as the rules get more comfortable and we start rolling some more dice and figuring things out. The big thing about this game is dice rolling is usually reserved for like, hey, is this really going to work? Most of the time it's like, yeah, it works. So we'll get there. We'll figure out more rules together. Thank you to chat for your amazing rolls. I love the commentary. You all are always so great. And thank you so much to Pressomancy for subscribing. Love it. And you are now entered into our every 15th of the month we do a prize drawing, and now you are automatically entered into that. So yeah, awesome job, everybody. Thank you all so much. And let me make sure I turn off this so that I can not mess with the outro video. And we will see you all, let's see, what do we got? Tomorrow for Kids on Bikes. So another terrifyingly chaotic game where the 3 ladies from Magical Miss come on board to play feral children in an 80s that never was. So super awesome time there. And yeah, we hope you tune in. We'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Oh, is it time for the credits? Hey, thanks for watching. We hope you keep the chaos coming here at Shattered Tabletop Gaming. Hey, thanks for watching. We hope you keep the chaos coming here at Shattered Tabletop Gaming. Scan this QR to come along. Together we are so strong. Our Discord is a second home. Hang with us and you'll never be alone. Hey, thanks for watching. We hope you keep the chaos coming here at Shattered Tabletop Gaming.